Namaste, I am Shivaswati and this video is to explain how your thought manifests your reality. The whole process of law of attraction is based on having positive thoughts so that you create a positive reality. That is the crux of the process. Actually, there is an underlying crux behind the thought that the thought should have an emotion. It is the emotion which is energy in motion which manifests reality, not the thought by itself. So if you have 100 thoughts in a day but only 2 thoughts have emotion, then it is the emotional thought which is multiplying into your reality. So if you are doing a lot of positive affirmations the whole day but you are not feeling the affirmation, they will not manifest your reality. You should be able to feel the affirmation as an imagination, as a visualization, with all the 5 sense organs involved. Then that affirmation converts into reality, because reality is converted on the basis of feelings, and feelings are created with all the 5 sense organs involved. So when a feeling is created, the person has seen something, he has heard something, he has felt the texture of that something on his skin, he might have tasted something, maybe bitter or sweet, and he has created a reality from using all the 5 sense organs. So taste, touch, smell, hearing and seeing. So when, for example, if you go to a mall and you see the glitter there and you see the fancy shops there, then you are having a feeling of craving, okay? So that you want to indulge in those materialistic aspects. For example, if I see crystals, I have a feeling of cravings, that I want those crystals to help myself, because crystals work for amplifying energy positively. Crystals clear a lot of negative energy and create positivity in your life, like torch. The crystal is like a torch. It does not store any energy, it only amplifies the energy. So I find crystals very attractive, since I am from a planet where there were crystals before I came on earth. Like there are plants here, there were crystals there. So the thought, when I see crystals, for example, or when you see shops with a lot of things which you desire, you will have a thought inside that you are seeing something which you desire. You will have something in your ear saying, oh, I wish I could have that. So that is the sound. You have a taste in your mouth which is exciting, oh, like as if you are eating an ice cream or a chocolate or anything you like. Then you have a smell around that area which is neutral smell, where depending on where you are. And then you have a touch, a feeling, oh, if I could touch that, I will feel good. So you have a positive feeling created when you see something you desire. All your 5 sense organs are involved, and this thought converts into a positive feeling with being able to visualize, hear, see, sense, touch. If you are disabled, you cannot visualize, then your other organs, your taste, sense, touch, that will create a feeling. So your perception becomes limited because you have some disability, but your objectivity becomes higher because you can see things which a person with a good vision may not be able to see, like intentions of people. So that thought which creates your feeling is the one which is being repeated in your body. Now suppose you see a friend wearing a white shirt. So you may not remember the white shirt at the end of the day. Even if you see 100 times, that white shirt will have no impact in your body. But if you see a friend wearing a floral shirt, that floral shirt might have an impact in your body, and it might make you feel amused. So you will remember the floral shirt at the end of the day. So the thought should have a feeling for it to go inside your mind. Even in education, it is only things which create feelings in us which we remember at the end of the schooling years. So 90%, this is research, 90% of education is forgotten, only 10% is remembered, which has created a feeling in the student's mind. So that's why most of education is wasted. The idea of education is to teach patience, perseverance, discipline. That is not taught. People become aggressive and then they resort to alcohol or drugs to thrill themselves, because emotions are not created through education, and they need then alcohol, drugs and smoking and other things to create that emotional energy inside. But if education was creating the emotion, then you would not need so much alcohol or drugs. So this excessive dependence on alcohol and drugs is also because of a faulty education system which is only focusing on robotics and mechanical aspects and not on the needs of the students, the emotional needs of the students. So it is emotion which is creating reality. If you have a positive emotion, you have a positive reality. If you have a negative emotion, you have a negative reality. And whichever between the negative and the positive, there is an average set every day internal dominant focus, which is the average of your positive and negative feelings. If your life is improving, that means you have a positive average internal dominant focus. If your life is becoming more difficult, it means you have a negative internal dominant focus, and whichever is more negative or positive will decide whether you have a more positive life or a more negative life in the future. More than your action, more than your success, it is your feeling which will multiply and create your reality. It does not matter if you have a big promotion. If you are feeling sad inside, you will continue to feel sad inside unless you change your mental health to positive and you apply the therapies. You go to therapists, you take therapies, you apply those therapies in your life, and then your mental health becomes positive. Like when you go to a gym instructor, then you have to apply the exercise to become slim. Just him showing you does not make you slim. So similarly, when you go to a mental health therapist, you have to apply the meditations which they tell you so that your positive life improves. For example, suppose you came first in class during your schooling years, and but you always felt anxious and frustrated. So when you grow up and then you want to take up a job, sometimes you get severe depression, you get severe anxiety, and you cannot take a job simply because working for success makes you feel anxious. So your thought is negative. Even if you are getting a lot of success in your school, but you are anxious about it, you are depressed, then that means that you are creating a negative reality for yourself. On the other hand, another student who is not so anxious about marks, and they somehow pass in school, but they're always happy-go-lucky. You will see in the future also they remain happy-go-lucky. They have jobs, and they are earning money much more than an intelligent student, because their idea of work is that it increases happiness. You just have to do the minimum, and the money will come, and you will pass through. So they continue to survive. So if your thought is positive, irrespective of your success, then your future reality is positive. But if your thought is presently negative, then your future reality is negative irrespective of the action which you do. It is the thought which is sending out hormones in your neuropathways. It is the thought which is affecting your breathing. So when you are interacting with other people, when you are sending out thought waves, frequencies, energies which are leaving your body, if they are positive, you will attract more positive opportunities. But if your frequencies are negative, you will attract tension, depression, losses. And past lives have a role in that if you have karmic plan where you have to attract losses to understand the difference between materialism and spiritualism, or to pay back karma, then you have to heal the past lives. You have to remove black magic from your body. So then you will attract positivity again. Till those people affect you, those past lives affect you, you will keep attracting problems in your life. And always, however much you try, 25% of your life will remain in problem, 20 to 25%, because darkness and light are part of being on earth. So earth is a school for souls, and problems will come which you have to solve. So never expect your manifestations to be completely positive, because 20 to 25% problems will remain. Even then, try to be 75 to 80% positive so that you attract more positivity in your life. Thank you. My books explain this, so you can also read in that. And past life therapy definitely helps you be positive, because I do it with all this knowledge and through a scientific manner. So that is why it helps you, but you have to receive a healing, and you have to believe for help to happen. And for believing, you might need to do a lot of reading or have a lot of faith, and then the healing definitely happens. Thank you.